welcome back to the vlog. If you're new here, I'm Corinne, I'm 35. Last year I was diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer. 8 weeks ago today, I had a double mastectomy to aesthetic fat closure. And today is the 1st of April, which means it is officially birthday month. My birthday is not until the very end of the month, April 28th, but any excuse to celebrate, I will take the whole month for myself. Now, I'm just about to start a little project, or I guess continue a little project that's been on the back burner for over a year while I was doing all things cancer treatment, but I'm ready to finally get around to it. I've just been to Mitre 10 and I grabbed this command strip hook. So it's specifically a strong holding hanger that you can use with the metal claw on the back of the frame. It can hold up to 3.6 kilos. So fingers crossed it works as well as it says it does. I've had a look at the instructions, and basically you have to clean the wall and then you stick this on and you have to let it stick and dry for an hour before you hang anything on it. So I'm going to make sure I follow that correctly. So I'm going to pop this up and then I'm going to show you what it is that I'm planning to hang. Absolutely did use ChatGPT to help me with this job. I got it to do a mock-up of the frames on the wall, and then I also got it to tell me what height to stick the strips at and how far apart I should put the frames. So fingers crossed, ChatGPT has told me the right things, and when I hang a frame up here, it's going to look spot on. I'm not putting the second hook up until I know I'm happy with the first one. Now, what is going in the frames is the thing that I've had or been working on for a really long time now. Now the frames themselves, these are from IKEA. It's the, however you pronounce that, Roldham, no idea, frame. It's just a nice white frame. It does have a white matting, but the picture that's going in here is bigger than that. And I'm really crossing my fingers that I'm gonna be able to fit what's going in here. Okay, this is the picture. I love it. Yes, I painted this. It's a paint by numbers. So yeah, I painted it. I didn't draw it. It's not my idea. I actually got it off Temu. And like I said, this was so long ago. It took me so long to actually paint it all. And then I just haven't got around to actually hanging them. But I love this. I love the colors in it. I love the picture. I think it will just brighten up my lounge room so perfectly. So it is like a canvas, but obviously it would have cost me $1 million to get this framed up properly. So I'm hoping when I just pop it in the IKEA frame, it'll work. Then I actually need to get around to finishing this one. So see, this is what they look like. At the start, it's like little bits and you can see all the numbers in there. And then it comes with a little paint pots. So these, that's the little reference picture, and these are all the paints for the one I haven't finished yet. And you get little paintbrushes, and it's a very mindful, calming, better than doom scrolling on your phone activity. So I need to get back into that to finish the second one because the 2 of those are going up on the wall. So let's see if we can get the finished one into the frame. So this backing sheet that came out of the frame, when I line it up with the picture, it's exactly the same size as the colored part of the painting. And if I don't have to, I don't want to cut this canvas because I don't want to I don't want to have this fray. So I'm wondering if I can fold it to make it fit. I love that this part is like a perspex kind of vibe and not glass. So if my command hook comes crashing off the wall, at least I won't have smashed glass everywhere. Okay, so I just used the matting to like squish it into the frame. That looks so good. Oh my gosh, it makes the painting look even more vibrant. I love it so much. Okay, so then I just squished down the edges of the canvas and pushed it under, where you push the little things down, so all of the little bits are squished in under there, and it fit. It's so perfect. I'm so excited to hang this up. Oh my gosh, now I really have to get my act together and paint the other one so that I have the matching set. So having cancer and going through cancer treatment and then needing to go to the GP for things that aren't even cancer related is just, it just hits different. I think I have a level of what I'm calling like medical fatigue is the way I would describe it, where I'm just constantly having appointments and blood tests and seeing different specialists and doing all these things. And so then going to see like my GP just is kind of like another thing on top of it. So I did my blood test for immunotherapy 2 weeks ago, and the results of that went to my GP as well. And I got a text message like a week ago saying that they wanted me to book in for a non-urgent consult with my GP, and I had no idea what about. I actually asked at immunotherapy if there was anything in my levels that kind of suggested that my GP would want to see me, and they were like nothing's really changed. Anyway, so I booked the appointment and I went today, and it was good, it was fine, but it was basically that my GP wanted to talk to me about my cholesterol levels. Now, my cholesterol has been high. Basically, it was first picked up when I was 16 and I was in a car accident. So I had to have quite a few blood tests, and that was the first time they realized I had high cholesterol, and then it's kind of been up forever. It kind of goes up and down a little bit within the range, but it's always higher than it should be. Yeah, and my doctor had talked to me about the possibility of going on some drugs for that about 2 years ago, and then a whole heap of other medical things had happened, and then obviously cancer's happened, and I didn't go on that. And anyway, so that was why she called me in, because she was like, it's high, it's still high, it's a little bit even higher than what it was. We really want to protect your heart. We want to make sure you don't have like a heart attack, a stroke, anything like that. I think it's time for the medication. It's highly likely that I have familial high cholesterol, so like a genetic thing, just based on the fact of like the young age that we found that I had it, the fact that I eat a pretty healthy diet. When I was 16 and they first found it, they really put me on like I was eating like no saturated fats, and it really didn't make any difference to my levels. So it's probably familial. I still need to look after my health and do, all those heart health things that I can do. But yeah, I've been doing heaps of walking post chemo. I've been trying to eat really healthy, trying to lose a little bit of like weight just to get my midsection back into a bit more of like a healthy range, those kind of things. I've been doing all of that, and my cholesterol's gone up while I've been doing all of those things. So as of today, I get to start on a statin. So I'm totally fine with it. Medical fatigue. Another appointment, then going to chemist for more medications, another pill to remember to take. It all just adds up. And as someone who prior to I think 2024, I started thyroid medication, and that was the first consistent medication that I'd ever really needed to take. Prior to that, I was not used to this, take this pill every day. And then, with chemo, all these extra things and all these medications, and I feel like I've gone from 0 to 100. And yeah, it just hits different after cancer to be starting a medication and to need to be on something. And then, in 3 months, I need another blood test just for this. I'm still doing 3 weekly blood tests for immunotherapy, but this needs to be a fasted blood test, which I don't do fasted blood tests for immunotherapy. It's exhausting. It's exhausting just to exist. But yeah, that's the reality of life right now. Good morning. I'm just about to sit down and work on editing my vlog that's meant to go out today. We'll see. We'll see if I get it done. But I'm gonna make myself a little smoothie to drink while I do that. And I got some new protein powder. I haven't had protein powder forever, but lately I have been really trying to hit my protein and my fiber goals every day. And so I saw an account that I followed uses this protein and I decided to give it a go. So it's Macro Mike. I've never tried it before. I did get 2 flavors. They had like a little combo deal. So I got this one as well, which is their peanut plant protein chocolate hazelnut. And I've tried this already in some Greek yogurt and it was yum. And so this one is the premium almond protein in the vanilla buttercream. And I'm gonna put this into a smoothie. Okay, this is a winner. Highly recommend. Yum! Also, how cute is the color? I love it. I'm gonna jump down into this editing hole. How's the hair, huh? I put up a post this morning with a picture of me with this hair, like what it looks like when I wake up, and then a picture of Christopher Walken. I can put a picture if you don't know what he looks like. Oh my gosh, twinning! But yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it's the Easter weekend. So today's Good Friday. I'm gonna do this editing. It's pretty cloudy out there this morning. So I don't know what I'm gonna do today. Walk the dog somewhere, I'm sure. The only plans that I have for the day is that I'm heading over to Mum and Dad's this afternoon / tonight. I'm going to have dinner with them. We're not religious, but we have always followed the tradition of not eating red meat on Good Friday and eating some kind of seafood meal. So we're going to have a seafood pasta for dinner. Yeah, and I'm gonna go over there and do that with them. And we'll see what the rest of the day holds. But right now, must edit. So I'm out walking. I've come out into the bush because it's so busy in town and all the tourists and I just didn't feel like it. But I just went to check my Fitbit and I'm not wearing it. And I had that moment of just being like, oh my gosh, I've wasted my walk. Like, this walk doesn't count because I'm not wearing a Fitbit. And so I've just been having that like internal discussion with myself where I'm like, don't be an idiot. You're walking, one for him, like he needs to get out, he needs exercise. But 2, I'm walking for my health. I'm walking to regain my fitness, to lose some of the inflammation and the weight, and to get my body back up to what it used to be, like the strength and the, you know, just my leg muscles, rebuilding them after like not doing much after chemo, and all of these things. They're about my health and my well-being, not about the steps that my Fitbit counts. But I'm having to remind myself of that because mostly I just feel disappointed that I forgot to put my Fitbit on. And it's such a silly thing to focus on, that step count at the end of the day and that little bit of data in the app. But I think it's just hit me how much emphasis I personally have been putting on that lately. And so we're on a walk and it's got all those good, healthy reasons, and the steps are still happening, even if they're not being tracked. Happy Easter. It is Easter Sunday and I'm just about to leave the house. My sister, her husband and kids are camping for this Easter long weekend, not too far away from where we live. It's like a 45-minute-ish drive away. And so mum and dad and I are going to drive out there today and spend the day with them. So I am in my outdoor camping wear. These two pieces are just peak Easter long weekend to me because I bought them both so long ago. It must have been like 7 or 8 years ago when we went on a family Easter camping trip with some of my extended family. So these are actually both men's pieces. I bought them both. I remember buying them because the sleeves are longer, which, you know, when you're camping and trying not to get eaten by mosquitoes, the darker colors. So yeah, if you're like camping or doing outdoorsy things, I highly recommend the men's section. It just works. Got my little Easter gifts for my niece and nephew with the ridiculous cost of chocolate this year, but also knowing that they were already gonna get heaps of chocolate, I went for little figurines. They love these things. They've got so many different themed figurines and meerkats and bunnies and all different things, gnomes. So I got these. This one's for my nephew, this one's for my niece. Very cute. And then I just thought this packaging on these was so cute. They're little Corinthians but with the bunnies on them. So they'll each get a little thing with their little statue. Something really little, not too expensive and cutesy.